Hey traders, this is Ron Hadat, Market Tamer. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues shall always be addressed with your financial advisor. We'll kick off here with the SPY, which I have a long-term bullish position in. It jumped 1/3% today. We actually held the 20-day EMA in red. Now we're back above the 5-day. So the chart here is still looking bullish on the dailies. Remember, we still have some seasonal headwinds going into September. We did pull back right on target, but as of right now, this higher highs, higher lows is still playing out here. So just cautious, but definitely bullish on the charts. If we go to the Qs, sort of a similar thing, but they were up 0.77%. They held their 50-day and got back above not just the blue 5-day, but also the red, the 20-day. Their higher highs, higher lows are still holding there too. Now, BIDU is a seasonal stock that we're keeping an eye on. We had a nice little move today, 1+%. If I zoom in, actually before I zoom in, you can see the lows from February, April, here in August. We're in that zone, which is a support zone. If I zoom in a little closer, there you can see today's move. And furthermore, if we get back above the 20-day EMA here and can take out these highs, while we're in the seasonally bullish window, the seasonality might be kicking in again. So let's keep an eye on it. I want to see the stock get above that red line. If that happens, volume increases, that's the area we need to get above. And then all of a sudden the gap fills the target and then back up towards those highs. And that's a considerable distance from where we stand right now. Now on that seasonality event, tomorrow is the day. You can register at the bottom of this video. You might have already received an email invite. Tomorrow, Wednesday, September 12th, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific in the US. I'm going to be going live within minutes of actually hitting the go live button. I'm going to be revealing the top stocks for year end. I'll tell you some of my favorites. We're actually going to go over even some trade idea examples. I'm going to show you past examples to show you how this plays out, how to know when they're taking off and when they're not. It's going to be a very informative webinar, and we will hit max capacity, so please do register ASAP. All right, a couple other stocks to look at. We're going to do Red Hat, Raytheon, Western Dig, and Freeport. We'll start with with Raytheon here. If I zoom in, look how the 50-day SMA, which is an institutional moving average, was resistance in May, in June, July. Then we finally get above it, but we hit the 200-day in purple right there. Resistance, and here we are. We take out, I'm going to call it, rounded up to 203. We get up to 203, instantly the previous highs around 213, 214 are in play, and then all the way up here. Again, nice upside potential, so let's keep an eye on RTN. How about RHT, which is Red Hat? Stock was up a little bit today, 0.75%. We're still waiting for just something maybe like 151-ish. We're literally right there. We came off the highs. If we had closed the highs today, the target would have been the gap fill, 166-ish. So this one is just pennies away from breaking out. Now, how about two stocks that are just getting taken out behind the woodshed? Western Digital and Freeport. Check out Western Dig. It was 105 in March. It's now below 55. The stock's been cut in half, or almost in half. Now, you did get a little bit of a tail down there, but this thing is still horribly bearish. What I want to watch for now that we're getting this selling with pickup in volume, I'd love to see a massive down day. Maybe the stock rallies off the low to form a hammer, but a huge spike in volume. When that happens, we just might get our bottom here in Western Dig. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one and add it to the watch list. Here is Freeport McMoran. This stock put in a long tail down here, down 1+% on the day. I mean, its intraday low was down at 12.18. It was almost down another $1. If I go back to 2 years on Freeport, you can see there are some other lows here. I think the bigger support area is down at 11. That would be the target right now. So $2 lower, 15% or so. But what I want to watch for is, again, big reversal on big volume. But because this is a mining stock, copper and gold, we may not see this thing bottom till the end of the year. All I'm saying on this one, yes, that's a hammer, but where's the volume? It's not there. That's why the bias on this one is still down here. Yes, it's being taken out behind the woodshed, but just because there was an intraday rally doesn't mean anything. We would need confirmation. And again, the volume is missing. We're not seeing any spikes in volume to show that capitulation, which is what we want to see on something like Western Digital. So again, target is 11 and then down there towards, geez, 9.5 on this one. So that's it, folks. I look forward to seeing you guys in tomorrow's webinar. I will not record it. I want everybody there live so you can see the power of what I'm going to show you. Once you see how these stocks have repetitive patterns throughout the year, it's going to change the way you look at stocks. It's absolutely vital information for everybody to have, especially as we approach one of the best trading times of the year, which is once we get to the end of September, right into the middle of December as well. Okay, folks, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.